They haven't bothered putting up a permanent sign, although they've been there for a number of years. So I think that the benefits...
Again, I'd ask you to not talk about they and them and talk
Sure,
about
and I'm talking about the temple, or the applicants in this case.
Well, you're implying that they haven't done something they could have, and they probably understand.
Well, these are just mainly just the facts that I'm pointing out, sir. As far as diversity, I don't think that there's one person here that disagrees. We're all come back, our backgrounds are all, we're all minorities, and obviously we're all for it. So I don't think that's really an issue that needs to be further discussed. Now, as far as then the burdens and costs, I think the businesses spoke to that issue, the costs involved. We're not talking about individuals changing addresses and putting a request into the post office requesting a change of address. Businesses, because I'm involved in running a legal department, I can tell you that there are numerous costs involved, from trademark registrations, from all types of government registrations and the rest. And lastly, talking about cost, I think it's a very generous offer saying that we will pay cost, but what does that mean? Direct cost, indirect cost to people who are directly affected and indirectly affected. It could mean millions of dollars. If they have the money to put it up in a trust, that would be great. I think that maybe we can discuss that. The other question is, what if they don't pay? What's the recourse to the city and these business people? Do they have to sue a nonprofit organization? Where are they going to find the money? So, at the end of the day, it may be a generous offer, but the question is it a realistic offer? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Meraz Etebedai, followed by Ali Salahifar. Please correct the pronunciation of your name.
My name is Mehrnaz Ebtedai.
Okay, thank you.
Honorable Mayor, Vice Mayor, and respected Council members, I'm here to voice my opposition to name change of Persian Drive. As a member of this community, I praise this name as a symbolic recognition of my background and the role of Iranian American community in the society. I do not see any better way of celebrating the diversity in our society by having a Hindu temple in a Persian Drive. Moreover, I'm not sure about the President's approval of the proposal will set. Are we prepared to go off and rename every street and drive in the city by the name of temple, church, synagogue, or mosque that resides on the street? If the answer to that question is no, so what set this situation different from other cases? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ali Salahifar, followed by Farid Shaharivar.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Madam Vice Mayor, and the rest of the council members. I don't want to keep you any longer. I think most of my points have already been made. I wanted to come here and tell you my connection to the word Persian. And I wanted to prepare for it all day, and I couldn't. It was too painful. And just standing here, the thought of having even an inch of it taken away, it's very painful to me. But that point has been made. The emotional side of this has already been made, so I don't want to labor on it too much. One thing that has bothered me is that just like the businesses haven't been notified until very recently, neither has the Persian community. We've heard from the Hindu temple and their representatives that they understand Persian. They had a pretty good response in that regard, that they understand it, they celebrate it, and I believe that. I have many friends, and I do want, like many people have mentioned, to have that diversity celebrated. But just like I said, just like the businesses were notified, neither were we. There was nobody who actually went to the Persians and said, or to Iranians and say, hey guys, well, we're thinking about this. What do you think? Is this going to bother you? If Mr. Yogi, or I don't want to actually point someone, but if somebody was to say that, well, I can convince you that you're going to be happy with this, well, why don't you tell me a little bit ahead of time? We learned about this just last week, like many people have mentioned, and in that short amount of time, this has taken center stage. This is very important to us. I've actually contacted number of you with some information. I sent it forward. I actually wanted to bring it here tonight as well, but then I thought it might actually become a point of contention. And it's something to me which is very precious, symbolic, and I couldn't bear to see one of it lying on the ground. So I apologize. I mentioned I was going to hand it out, but I decided against it. I'm not going to hand it out. That's all I want to make.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Farid Saharivar, followed by Alaushag Shri Mahamadi.
Honorable Vice Mayor, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Honorable Council, I'm going to be to the point and short. I'm Farid Saharivar, resident of Sunnyvale. I did want to voice my concern about the name change. Firstly, I wanted to emphasize the fact that I take offense at the change of name because I have knowledge about history and I revere the name Persian. It's not only my own heritage, but it's made many contributions around the world to many peoples and many cultures.
Okay, sir.
And
many people have made that point.
Already been made. I just wanted another tally. Also, I wanted to state that